Excited for your first comic. She's from right here in Clemens, actually, just next to Winston. She's going to be performing in a show at Joiners, very fun show on December 18th. Ask her about it, check it out. That's also produced by Cabell. Please make some noise for Jessa Blake.
Hey. Every time I get on stage and there's music playing, I feel like I'm supposed to dance or something, but I'm so white I don't have circadian rhythm, so we're going to skip that tonight. I hope you guys are having a good time. My name is Jessa Blake. It's just Jessica without the ick. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, and Thanksgiving's always been my favorite holiday because I love cooking for people. When it comes to cooking, I can kill it, cook it, clean it, grill it, put it in a can, save it for next winter, right? Growing up, my grandma was like very militant about Thanksgiving because one year everybody brought different forms of potatoes, and that shit was never going to happen again. So like first week in November, all the girls go to Granny's house. She tells you what you're going to bring. If you didn't come to the meeting, she's going to tell you what to bring. Now, if you don't know how to make that, you got 2 weeks to figure it out because if you fuck it up, her and all of her church bitch friends are going to make fun of you. My granny was the baddest motherfucker I ever met on the planet, right? She was a thug in an A-line skirt with a 38 strapped to her thigh. Her hobbies included one-upping church bitches and making moonshine. Like, I have seen that woman take the tires out of government vehicles. When she got married, she became a hussy. That was her last name. So that was my grandpa's favorite joke, but she wasn't a hussy till they got married. Let's see. I apologize. I have the attention span of Fairville Crystal Meth, so work with me here. Whenever my mom always makes you go around the table and tell you something that you're thankful for on Thanksgiving. One year I told her I was thankful that I didn't have to draw on my eyebrows, and bitch hit me with a plate. Growing up, like I didn't meet my real mom until I was 17. So like, Mother's Day growing up was just my dad going to a wet t-shirt contest to find me another one. My dad was the kind of guy, like if your mom ever wound up with a rash on her snatch from some trailer trash, it was all TR, just slinging dick recklessly. Like 4 of you are probably my brothers in here. Like my favorite part of the holidays is all the money I get to save for not talking to my family anymore. This year we're going to my fella's families for their holidays, and it's weird for me because like his family like all have like careers and button-up shirts, and like I've not seen not one weapon pulled at Thanksgiving. There's not been one fist fight. Like they all live in like houses and not double wide trailers connected together this way. And like it's weird for me because like his family's like proper upper middle class, right? Well, my family, the only class my family has is various forms of felonies. Like my granddaddy, he went to prison for mailing his taxes back as deceased. So wife number 2 and 3 couldn't get their alimony. His son went to prison for robbing a store with a stick. And just so you know, gun beats stick every time, so I don't recommend that. Another reason I don't talk to my family anymore is just because, you know, the unreasonable amount of white trash bullshit that they get into. Like, growing up, my family hunted, right? Like, you can hear it in my voice. I sound like I was raised by the Cassie Hee-Haw. I sound like my teething ring was made out of Marlboro Reds. Like, I know what I sound like. And trust me, when I was little, it used to be worse. I sounded like, you know, Dale Gilble and, like, pigtails. So I was like, I slowly evolved into Boomhauer. Didn't reverse that. I don't know. Cha-cha slide. Like my uncle, he used to go hunting. So when you go hunting for deer, you're supposed to put deer urine on your boots when you make it to the woods, not inside your truck because you'll never get to smell it. Well, what he did was he put his foot on the fender of his truck, put the deer urine on, and went hunting for 8 hours. When he got back, his fender was all fucked up because the bucks fucked his truck. So he had to get on the phone with his insurance company. He's like, hi, my truck got raped. And just so you know, liability does not cover a truck rape. Hi, my name is Jess. I'm slinging the most wholesome truck rape jokes there are out there. I had an uncle who came to Thanksgiving one time. He was bragging that he got a mastiff puppy out of a Walmart parking lot for $200. He brings this little critter in the house, and it's on a goddamn harness, and it's a fucking bear cub. Some dumbass sold my dumbass uncle a bear cub. So we had to call like a wildlife retreat for it. Just bullshit, man. Just all bullshit. You look like the kind of guy that would try to rip the copper out my IUD. I had a guy one time tell me that he bet me $50 he could fuck me so hard that he would knock my IUD around a little bit. So I took his money. I called him a dirty armpit fucker because mine's in my arm. I had one guy one time I was dating, and we were, in the middle of sexual conquest, and he tries to cut the circulation off of my arm. He thought that would get me pregnant. I don't know what user manual he had, but that's just not how any of this works, all right? What else do I have? I hate whenever girls are always talking about waxing their hoo-ha. I'm not going to do that because, one, I'm not paying for that. Two, I need it to look a little feral, I need motherfuckers to know what they're getting into up front. So when they inevitably call me a crazy bitch, I can be like, does this look like the product of a happy home? The girls that got hugs and their dads told them they loved them, carve out an entire handlebar mustache with some pomade and a touch of aqua. Or you goddamn bit! But this is, I have therapy on Tuesdays. This is all fun. Where was I? Yeah, that's how hard it is to be a woman these days. We never got the chance to, try to catch the Marlboro Man, so we had to carve out our own. Who here has a job? Who here does not get paid enough for that job? Yeah, I'm out here about to do some heinous shits for some change, I'm always contemplating being a stripper. The way I see it work out for me and the club, as pale as I am, put a black light on me, I bet that bitch glow. They could write my ass off on taxes being eco-friendly. What most people don't realize is the more of this you see, the whiter it gets. By the time you get to the hoo-ha, it's just like looking directly into the Ark of the Covenant. The hardest part for me would be finding shoes that fit because I wear a size 3 in kids. So I would need some 9-inch Doras or some 10-inch Pokemons because I'm going to be catching all them singles. And let's see. I guess the updated version of that joke is that I want to cover something. I'm aware I have the body type of the ghost of the Kool-Aid Man. Okay? I know what I look like. This is not news to me. I own a mirror and a mother. So but I got 2 sweet tea jokes for titties, so who can hit on that? And you can just send me to Carvel and call it a day. If you don't know what that is, that's where all the fat old strippers go to die. That is the stripper retirement plan. That's the place you go to. You wake up and you got 2 fat bitches making you eggs. But I guess the updated version of this joke would be, I should start an OnlyFans, which my fella's all for it. He goes, you don't have parents, who cares you see your butthole? I did do burlesque for a while. Yeah, and I did that and stand-up comedy. So I was known as Tits and Giggles. My burlesque name was Vesper Devana. Vesper's the last rites in Catholicism. Devana is Elvira's mother's name. So kind of morbid, sexy, what I was going for, until I realized my initials are VD. So you'll love my stand-up because, it's contagious. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to hand this back over to you guys.